New backpacking gear is super exciting, and 2023 is going to bring a bunch of cool new innovative changes to the backpacking gear world and a lot of the backpacking gear that I am personally going to be using and trying out. We are going to talk about a lot of the cool new innovative gear that we're going to be going with into 2023. And what we have here is another custom Dyneema printed stuff sack from my friends at Hilltop Packs. I'm pretty immature, so that's kind of why I went with this one in particular. Dimensions on this stuff sack, 10¼ inches by 7½ inches. This here is what I'm going to be using for my electronics bag going forward. Being Dyneema, this is extremely lightweight. It comes in at ½ ounce. It's also got fully taped seams, so that's kind of part of the reason I'm going to be using it for my electronics bag. I just want to make sure that all that stuff inside here stays nice and dry. Hilltop Packs is one of my favorite companies to deal with. I have a bunch of their gear. I love, the custom printed options on a lot of their Dyneema gear. It's just, cool different flair that you can add to your backpacking gear. This one is thanks to the sponsor of today's video, Drink Element. An extremely important part of hiking and backpacking is hydration, and a lesser spoken about aspect when it comes to hydration is replacing your electrolytes. When you're out on a backpacking trip, you can lose between 6 to 9 grams of sodium per day, and adding an electrolyte drink mix like Element to your backpacking gear loadout can really help alleviate muscle cramps, headaches, general fatigue, and a lack of sleep. Backed by science-based research, each Element drink packet contains 1,000 milligrams of sodium, 200 milligrams of potassium, and 60 milligrams of magnesium. Coming in 8 delicious flavors, my personal favorite being the citrus. If you use my link in the description box down below, that is drinklmnt.com/MattyOutdoors. With every purchase, you get yourself a free sample pack. These sample packs contain all 8 flavors, so you can pick one of these up and try out every single flavor, figure out which one you like the best. And a huge thank you to today's video sponsor, Drink Element. Next piece of innovative gear we're going to talk about is the Flex Tail Pump. Coming in at just over 3 ounces, this really does not add a ton of weight to your backpacking gear loadout. This guy here can replace the need to use a pump sack or breathing into your air pad. When you pick these up, they come with a whole bunch of different little adapters that clip under the top here, and you can use these with virtually any air pad out there on the market. In my testing, I've been able to fill up a standard regular sleeping pad upwards of 20 times without this dying on me. And on top of being a cool little pump, you've also got a light feature to it. I used the light feature on this recently on a backpacking trip as kind of a spotlight for in camp around the fire. And we had this thing going for a couple of hours before it died out on me. So this will last quite a long time if you need to use it as a spotlight or for filling up your air pads. One of the big benefits of using a pump like this, especially in colder temperatures, is you're not getting the moisture from your breath inside that air pad, which is going to cause your pad to deflate a little bit as the air cools overnight. I wanted to talk camp hygiene a little bit, and specifically these unpaced toothpaste tabs. I recently picked these up on Garage Grown Gear, and I will put links in the description box down below to these toothpaste tabs, as well as all the gear that I'm going to be talking about in today's video. And what these are individual toothpaste tablets. So you pop one of these in your mouth, you chew it up, and you just go about brushing your teeth. You can pick exactly how many you're going to need for each specific backpacking trip, and you're not going to be carrying that extra weight of, just that unused toothpaste that's in your tube. These are also significantly lighter. Like each individual tab is like 0.01 ounces. I know I hate the saying, but like hardly weighs a thing, right? If you're someone that does winter backpacking, these are also a big advantage because these are not going to freeze on you. If you've ever had your toothpaste freeze up on you overnight and you're trying to like squeeze it out of the tube and mash up that frozen toothpaste in your mouth, kind of a really unenjoyable experience. Now we're going to talk about some of the bigger, more major items. First up is a new hammock that I'm going to be trying out in 2023. This is the One Wind Outdoors bug net hammock. This is a full 11-foot hammock with a ridge line, a full zippered bug net. Comes with, cinch buckles. It comes with its own tree straps, and it comes with a really, really budget-friendly price. You can pick these up for under $100 Canadian. Very, very comfortable hammock. This will function just as well as any of your custom cottage vendor hammocks. Obviously, you're not going to have a lot of the customization. But when you look at the drastic price difference between a lot of the custom cottage vendor hammocks and a hammock like this, if you're looking at getting into hammocking, I think this is a great place to start. In the future, we're going to have a lot more information coming out on the One Wind hammock. So if you guys have any questions on this specific hammock at all, let me know in the comment section down below. I will definitely get to answering those for you guys. A couple of pieces of gear that I have previously put out a couple videos on are the Featherstone Moon Dance quilt and the Zenbivy Lightbed 10. These are two new pieces of gear that we're going to be going with in 2023. I am extremely excited to get more nights in these. Like I said, I've previously shot videos on both of these, so we're not going to talk about them a ton. If you guys want more information on the Moondance quilt or the Zenbivy Lightbed, I will put links to each of those videos down below in the description box for you guys. The last two pieces of gear that we are going to talk about in this video are two new pieces of gear from a company that I love dealing with, and that is Outdoor Vitals. Now, I actually don't even have those specific pieces of gear in yet. They are currently in the mail on their way to me. Fingers crossed they actually might show up today or tomorrow, and I am super excited to check those out. This is my old original model of the Outdoor Vitals Summit 20-degree sleeping bag. Now, the reason I'm holding this guy up is because one of the new pieces of gear being sent to me from Outdoor Vitals is the new updated Summit 15-degree sleeping bag, which is their newer replacement for the 20-degree bag. It's got a center zip and some different baffling systems and just a couple cool innovations and upgrades on the older model sleeping bag. So if you guys have one of the older model Summit bags or you're interested in the newer model Summit bag, we're definitely gonna have some videos on that coming out. And another piece of gear from Outdoor Vitals I am super excited to check out is the new 2-person Fortius trekking pole tent. It's a 2-person, 2-pole trekking pole tent. It's a 15D material. It comes in at under 2 pounds. Something I'm super excited about. I know a lot of you guys and gals out there have been asking for a 2-person, sort of more budget-minded trekking pole tent. That's what we're gonna be bringing to you guys with the Fortius tent. Now, if you guys are interested in any of the gear I've talked about in today's video, obviously subscribe to the channel. There's gonna be videos on all that gear coming out in the near future. There's gonna be links in the description box down below for you guys. If you guys have any questions, hit me up in the comment section. And if you guys are looking for a little bit more content to supplement you on this day, check out either of these videos here. I'm sure you guys will enjoy those. And as always, I'm Matty. Thank you so dang much for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.